Hello students of class 7. So today I am going to start the new topic. Already two topics have been completed. So the first topic was perimeter and the second was area. So now also in this topic, in the next topic, we have to find the area, but here we have to find the area between two objects. You can say two rectangles. If there are two rectangles, therefore we have to find the area between the two rectangles. Okay, so for that we have to find the area enclosed between the first rectangle, and we have to next find the area enclosed between the smaller rectangle. Okay, then we have to subtract the area of smaller rectangle from the bigger rectangle. Then we can easily find the area of the region which is in between the two rectangles. Okay, so for example, see, this is the figure of first big rectangle, and suppose one small rectangle is there inside it, and we need to find the area of this region. Okay, so for finding the area of this part, what we have to do? We have to first find the area of the bigger rectangle, which was this one. Okay, so this bigger rectangle, I have drawn it again here. So first of all, we have to find the area, this part we have to find. Okay, how much area this whole rectangle is enclosed. The meaning of enclosed is the boundary is closing. Okay, the boundary is closed and it is fully closed. That means there is no space, or you can say there is no gaps in between. It is fully closed, and in between this closed boundary, some area is there. Okay, so that's why we can say that area is enclosed. Okay, this particular region is enclosed. It is bounded. It is bounded by a specified boundary. It has some boundary. For example, if I talk about this part area, this area, then this outside part is unlimited. Okay, this will go where it will finish, I don't know, because it will go. Okay, so this area, this part area, this area is what? This is enclosed. That means it has some specified boundary. Okay, so the bigger one enclosed bigger area, the bigger rectangle will enclose bigger area. Similarly, the small rectangle, this small rectangle, it will enclose smaller area than this one. Obviously, the area will be smaller inside the small rectangle because it is small. Its boundary is small. This boundary, the boundary of this rectangle will be smaller than the boundary of the bigger rectangle. Okay, so therefore finally what we have to do? We have to subtract the smaller area from the bigger area. If we subtract this area, that means we are removing this area from here. So if we remove this much area from the middle part, what will happen? This part will become removed. Okay, this part will become removed because we are subtracting. Subtracting means removing. So after removing this, we are having only this area remaining. So we can use subtraction for finding the area between two rectangles. Okay, so we will discuss the questions in exercise 16.3. So see, in exercise 16.3, question number 1, it is given that a park is there and it is in the shape of square. So suppose this is a park, this is a square park, and the side of this square park is 100 meters. So this will be 100 meter, all are 100 meter. Okay, and we need to find, okay, sorry, next condition is given. A path 5 meter wide is made all around the garden inside it. That means inside this square park, a 5 meter width road is there. Okay, 5 meter width road is there. So suppose this is 5 meter width, the breadth of this road is 5 meter. Okay, so like this around and inside the square park, a 5 meter width path is there. Okay, like this is 5 meter, this is 5 meter, this is also 5 meter. Now what we have to do? We have to find the area of this path. Okay, so this is the area between two squares. Why two square? One square is bigger, which is having side 100 meter, and you can see clearly we have to leave 5 meter distance for the garden. Okay, for gardening, already it is written in the question. For gardening, we have to leave 5 meter space around it. Okay, inside it, we have to leave 5 meter space. So from this side also we are leaving 5 meter. From this side also we are leaving 5 meter. Like this from this side also and from this side also. That means from all sides we are leaving the same distance. Okay, we are removing the same distance. That means inside also one small square will be made. Okay, so this this is also a small square. And if we see clearly, this whole length, or you can say side of the square is 100 meter. That means from this point to this point the distance is 100 meter. Okay, this distance is 100 meter. And we are removing 5 meter distance from here. Okay, from this side. So see, from here to here this will be 5 meter, and from here to here this is 5 meter. Okay, this is 5 meter, this is also 5 meter. So what will be the side of this small square? See, this type of question, not exactly this type of question, but this type of question we already got in class 6 also. Okay, so how to find the side of the small square? See, this one will be 100, and we have to remove 5 from each side. After removing 5 from each side, we will get the side of the smaller square. Okay, so this 5 and this 5, all total it will be 10. So 100, from 100 we have to subtract 10 to get the side of the smaller square. Okay students, so try to follow this one. Okay, this is important because after finding the side only we can easily find the area of the square. Okay, so first one will be area of the bigger square. Okay, area of the bigger square. We know that one will be side into side, and side is 100 meter. So try to write the given condition. Side of the bigger square is equal to 100. Therefore, area of the bigger square will be what? Side into side. That will be 100 into 100, and that will be what? 10,000 meter square. Similarly, for finding the area of the smaller square, we have to write the side of the smaller square, and we know that the side of the square, smaller square will be 100 minus 10. We have to subtract 10 from it. So students, see the next part, side of the smaller square will be 100 minus 10, that will be 90 meter, and area of smaller square will be side into side, that will be 90 into 90, that is 8,100 meter square. Next is area of the path, that means this path. Okay, this path. So this path will be area of bigger square minus area of smaller square. So students, after solving you will get what? 1900 meter square. That will be the area of the path. Okay. So see, I am doing next question number 3. So a rectangular plot is given having length 40 meter. Length of this rectangular plot is 40 meter and breadth is 16 meter. Then a road of uniform width of 2 meters surrounds the plot inside it. So this is important. So what is given? A road of uniform width. Uniform width means around the rectangle the width will be same. In all sides the width will be same. Like in question 1 also, the width around the square, inside the square and around the square is all same. That was 5 meter. So in this case it is given 2 meter, but it is given inside it. Okay, so that part you have to check that it is inside or it is outside. So in question 1 also and in question 3 also it is given inside it. That means we have to draw like this one. This is 2 meter. Okay, so like this only we have to leave equal amount of space around the rectangle and inside the rectangle. Okay, so this length is 2 meter, this distance is 2 meter around it. So now what we have to find? See, find the cost of paving the road with bricks at rupees 15 per square meter. Okay, so this is the first question. What is the question? Here they want to pave bricks. You have seen roads which are formed using bricks. Okay, so here also they want to make the road using bricks. So what is the cost of paving the bricks? That is rupees per square meter. What is the meaning of this? Rupees 15 per square meter. That means 1 meter square area. For 1 meter square area, 1 meter square area is very small. Okay, this much area I think. Okay, this 1 meter square area, the cost is rupees 15. So what will be the cost of paving the bricks in whole total this path? Okay, we have to pave the bricks in this path. Okay, so this is not 1 meter square area. We have to find this area first, and if we know the cost of 1 meter square area, that is rupees 15, then we can easily find the cost of bigger area also. So this area we have to find, and which we have to find using the previous method, that is area between two rectangles. Okay, so this is the first question. And next is the cost of covering the remaining part of the plot with grass at rupees 9 per square meter. That means this remaining part they want to grow grass here. So for smaller area, it is also given per square meter, that means 1 meter square area. This area they have to pave what? They have to pave bricks, and 1 meter square area here again for this is for what? This is for grass. Okay, for growing grass in 1 meter square area they need how much rupees? They have to pay rupees 9. But as you know, this part will not be equal to 1 meter square area, it will be more. So if we find the area of this part, then we can easily find the cost of growing grass. Okay, cost of growing grass in this part. Okay, so we have to multiply rupees 9 with the total area of this grass part. Okay, so one by one we will find. First of all, we will find the area of this path. Okay, this uniform path. So this uniform path, how to find? We have to find the area of bigger rectangle, then area of smaller rectangle, then we have to subtract. So for that we need the side of the smaller rectangle. So we can easily find, you can see here, this hole is 40 meter. From this point to this point, this is 40 meter. So we have to leave this 2 meter, and from here also we have to leave 2 meter. So 2 plus 2, that will be 4 meter. So we have to subtract 4 meter from 40 in order to get the length of the smaller rectangle, that is from this point to this point. Okay, this part. So this area will be how much? This will be 40 minus 4 meter. Similarly, this whole breadth is 16 meter. Again from 16 meter you have to leave 2 meter from both sides, that is 4 meter. So 16 minus 4 will be the breadth of this smaller rectangle. Okay, so then we can easily find the area of smaller rectangle. So see students, first of all we have to find the area of the bigger rectangle. Okay, so see how I have done this one. So this is the area of bigger rectangle, that is length into breadth 40 into 16, that will be 640 meter square. Then length of the smaller rectangle, already I told you earlier, 40 minus 4 meter, that will be 36 meter. Similarly breadth will be, you have to subtract 4 from the breadth, that will be 12 meter. Then area of smaller rectangle will be what? 36 into 12. Already we found area of bigger rectangle. Now we have to find the area of smaller rectangle. So now we have to find the area of this path. So for this path you have to subtract the area of smaller rectangle from bigger rectangle, that will be 208. Then next, given that cost of paving bricks in 1 meter square area is rupees 15. Therefore cost of paving bricks in this much area. Okay, this much area is this one area. Okay, this area. We have to multiply 15 with 208. So then we will get the cost. Okay, so multiply this one. So next is also cost of planting the grass. Now for the remaining part we have to cover with grass. So cost for planting the grass in 1 meter square area, that will be very small area. So for cost of planting that in that much area, that will be rupees 9. Okay. So therefore the cost of planting grass in this much area. This area, where this area came from, this was the area of the smaller rectangle, this one. Okay, where we have to plant the grass. So that Cost is ₹9. Therefore, you have to multiply this area with ₹9 to get the area of planting grass in that area. Okay. So see students, I am doing next question number 4 here. This is an auditorium and the length of the auditorium is 50 meter and breadth is 30 meter. Okay. And another thing is given, that is this auditorium is surrounded by the veranda and veranda is 5 meter width. The width of the veranda is 5 meters. So see what is the difference between previous question and this question. Here also one rectangle is given, but the area, or you can say the path which is given in the last question, it was inside the rectangle, but in this particular question it is given outside it. Okay, outside it a 5 meter veranda is there. So then we have to find the area of the veranda. So this area we have to find. Okay, so this area we have to find. This is the first question. And next question is, if the tiles of 50 centimeter into 50 centimeter are fixed on the veranda, how many tiles will be required? That means the area of the tiles will be 50 into 50, that will be 2500 centimeter square. We can convert that into meter because all things are given in meter. So that part also we have to see. Okay, we have to check the unit part also. You have to check that unit should be same. So there it is given that tiles, the tiles are square size tiles and we have to fit the square tile size in the veranda. Okay, area of one tile will be how much? Area of one tile, because the side of the tile is given 50 centimeter, that is the tile is square size tile and the side of the tile is 50 centimeters. So if we convert it into meter, we will get 0.5 meter and 0.5 meter will be the another side. So the area of one tile will be how much? It will be 0.25 meter square. So this is the area of one tile and we have to fit many tiles here. So how many, what are the number of tiles? How many tiles we need okay, here in the veranda? That part we have to find. So there are two things. First of all, we have to find the area of veranda. Next, we have to find the number of tiles required in the veranda. Okay, so let us do it. So see, first point I am showing you, this is the length of the auditorium with the veranda. That is, see, this was 50, this is the length of the auditorium, but veranda is also there. This is 5 meter, this is 5 meter and the length is 50 meter. So all total the length of the auditorium taking the veranda taking the veranda together, that will be 50 plus 5 plus 5 and that will be 60 meter. Okay. Similarly, breadth will be how much? Breadth also we have to add. So 30, again this 5 and this 5 we have to add. So whole total 30 plus 5 plus 5, that will be what? 30 plus 5, 35 and 35 plus 5 will be 40 meter. So why we are finding this part? See, because we need to find the area of the bigger rectangle. If we find the area of bigger rectangle and then we can we find the area of the auditorium. After that we will subtract so that we can find the area of the veranda. Okay students. So see, finally we found the area of the auditorium taken veranda together, that is the area, whole area. Okay, whole area, auditorium plus veranda, this is the whole area. So write like this. I am just writing okay like this, but you have to write all the condition and already you know how to write it. Okay, I am just guiding you, so try to write it properly. Okay, so see, this is the total area, auditorium plus veranda. Next is the area of the auditorium, that means this part, this area. Okay, this is the area of auditorium. So I have not written the length and breadth, already I have mentioned here, but you have to write the length is 50 and the breadth is 30 meter. So area will be 1500 meters square. Now the area of the veranda, that means this part. Okay, now we have to find the area of this part. How to find the area of this part? You know, we have to subtract, okay, this part. So from 2400, from this we have to subtract 1500. So we can easily find the area of the veranda. So now what was given? After this point you have to write area of one tile. Area of one tile is equal to 0.25 meter square. So this is the area of one tile, but we don't know how many number of tiles is required. So for that we have to do what? we have to divide the area of veranda by what? Area of one tile. So by that way we can easily find the number of tiles required. See, you can make one equation like that also. Already I discussed these things in class 6 also. See how to write it, how to write the equation. Number of tiles into area of one tile will be equal to how much? If we multiply the number of tiles, that is the quantity of tiles, with area of one tile, then that will be what? Then that will be area of whole total tiles, and area of whole total tiles will be equal to what? That will be equal to area of the veranda. So see here, I have formed the equation. Number of tiles into area of one tile will be equal to what? Will be equal to area of the total tiles which we are fixing in the veranda. Okay. So why the area of tiles is equal to area of the veranda? Because we are fixing the tiles in the veranda. So the area of the veranda should be equal to the number of tiles which we are fixing there. Because the tiles will be fixed in the veranda only. Okay, not inside the auditorium, it will be fixed in the veranda. Okay. So we can write number of tiles into area of one tile is equal to area of the veranda or area of total tiles. That will be same. So see here, from this condition, number of tiles is not there. So we can take it as x. Area of one tile is there, area of veranda is there. So if we divide area of veranda by area of one tile, we will get the number of tiles. So students, after this you have to do the question. You have to write number of tiles is equal to area of veranda, that is 900 meters square, by area of one tile, that is 0.25 meters square. Meter square will be cancelled out, and you have to divide 900 by 0.25. So you know how to divide the decimal number, already I have discussed. So students, please try to do the remaining question. Okay. So and practice as much as possible. See, this is I cannot say this is a new topic, already you have learned this topic. So I am giving you many questions, so please try to do the question. If you find any difficulty, then there is a doubt class, you know already. Okay, so you can ask in the doubt class or you can call me. Okay, so thank you students.